Ladies and gentlemen, a man who needs no introduction to Netroots Nation, please welcome Van Jones.
Scunch, 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 scunch. Scunch, scunch, scunch. Well, what happened? I'm back. But y'all are different, man. Last year I was here, y'all were depressed, sad, mopey, grumpy, despairing. This year, y'all fired up. Y'all fired up. I think y'all ready to fight again. And I'm not surprised, and I'll tell you why I'm not. I've watched this movement that we've built up go from hope to heartbreak. I've watched our values slandered. I've watched our leaders attacked. I've watched our organizations destroyed. And I've watched many of the people in this room go deep, deep down and find something in you, and I found something in me I didn't know was there. I'm sick of us getting kicked around, folks. I'm sick and tired of it. I'm sick and tired of it. And I got one thing I can guarantee you, but I got something else I'm going to need your help with. The fight back has begun. The mainstream media wants to ignore it. We expect that. But the fight back has already begun. It's not just Madison. As extraordinary as Madison was, that's not the great exception. That's a great example. I guarantee you, people across this country feel the same way that you do in their tens of millions. We're not alone. We're not the little marginal voices that they want to pretend that we are. I've been all over this country. The past year, I've talked to 30,000 people face to face in rooms just like this, and people are ready to stand up again for the best in this country. I guarantee you the labor movement that is under such vicious attack, I guarantee you they're going to fight back and fight back well. I guarantee you that. Fight back well. These millennials, these young people who are graduating off a cliff into the worst economy in 2 generations, the worst economy since World War II. Doesn't matter if they finish college or drop out. Doesn't matter if they finish high school or drop out. They wind up on the same couch anyway. These young people are not going to stay on those couches. They're going to start marching and demanding an economy that has a place for them in it. These young people are not going to put up with this. I guarantee you. I guarantee you these young veterans who are coming home, we put them in a military battleground, and we bring them home and we dump them off in an economic battleground with no hope, little help. Some people in D.C. want to cut back even more, and now 17 suicide attempts a day for our young veterans coming home. Well, if we could stand with them when they were overseas fighting, we should stand beside them now when they fight for jobs and respect and dignity in this country. They're not going to stand for this, and they shouldn't stand alone. They shouldn't stand alone. We're a better country than this. I guarantee you they're going to fight. I guarantee you, homeowners, American homeowners, who bailed out the banks. It was American homeowners and taxpayers who bailed out these banks. Had it not been for the generosity of the American people, the bankers themselves would be homeless. The bankers themselves would be homeless. America doesn't owe these banks owe the United States of America, and they need to start respecting the people who they're trying to throw out of their houses. They need to start respecting The people, we the people, who stood with them in a crisis. And now they just want to jack up our credit card rates and pass out eviction notices. We're not going to stand for this, I guarantee you. People are going to fight. Here's what I can't guarantee you. Here's what there is no guarantee of, except for our commitment and our willingness as a movement to meet the challenge. Yes, all these people will fight. The people fighting against Citizens United will fight. The people fighting against the abuses on Wall Street will fight. The people fighting against the tuition cuts will fight. The African Americans, Latinos, Asians, Native Americans, women of all colors, lesbians and gays who are not just fighting the downturn but who are fighting against discrimination will fight and fight well. This is guaranteed. The question is, will we fight together or will we fight alone? That's the question. Can we fight together? Finally, can we find a way to fight together? We have a common enemy, and we face a common peril. The common threat that we all face is that we have forces now gaining momentum in our country who are committed to one thing and one thing only. They are committed to killing the American dream. That's what that is their agenda. They want to kill the American dream. Now, some of y'all are liberals. We might have a few progressives in here. So let me make sure you understand what I mean when I say killing the American dream. I'm not talking about killing the American fantasy. Okay? The American fantasy, everybody's going to be rich. If you buy a lot of things, you'll be happy. No, that's the American fantasy, which has led to an American nightmare. That needs to go. That needs to go. That needs to go. We don't believe in that. We don't believe in that at all. I'm talking about something much, much deeper than that. Something that we had in this country before the commercializers turned it into something else. The American dream, which is simply the idea that hard work should pay in our country, that you should be able to get up in the morning in America, and if you're willing to and able to work, walk out your front door, go to a dignified job, put in a good day's work, and come back home with a paycheck you can feed your family with and give your children a better life. That's the American dream. That's what our parents fought for and our grandparents fought for, and we should not let it be taken away from us on our watch. That's the American dream. And we have dream killers. We have dream killers who have a wrecking ball agenda for our country, a wrecking ball for America. But they painted that wrecking ball red, white, and blue. And they think that we're going to stand here and salute their red, white, and blue wrecking ball. They got another thought coming in the United States of America. No. It's time for the deep patriots to stand up to the cheap patriots. It's time for the deep patriots who love this country and who love everybody in this country, no matter what color you are or who you want to marry or what kind of piercings you got in your nose. We love everybody. We're the deep patriots. They're the cheap patriots. And I'm tired of them questioning us and what we stand for. So are we going to stand together? Well, let me tell you something. I've done a little study. I'm a nerd. Last time I got in trouble saying some nerdy type of things. But I'm a nerd, and I'm a proud nerd. And I did some studying, and I tried to figure out what might bring us together. We have a common fight against these dream killers. Can we march now under a common banner? Now, we know what that feels like when we do. Let me show you. You may remember before the Obama campaign, the way we were organized into all these little silos, you see. And if I had a longer screen, I'd have 15 more silos. I'm not trying to leave anybody out, but it's just an example. Again, I heard there might be some liberals in here. So I'm not excluding your group. I'm just trying to have some, just work with me. Just work with me. Just, thank you. Talk to me afterwards, but stick with me. And we were all divided up into our little silos. We did the best that we could, and every now and again we would have something called a coalition. Remember those? How'd those work out for you? Right. Fast track to therapy, coalitions. So, and so along came Barack Obama, and Barack Obama had what I want to call, back in the old days we just said a common banner, but see, I've been upgraded now. I'm going to call it a meta brand. Oh. I got some millennial friends. I'm trying to keep it slick. A meta brand. And how does a meta brand work? Now look, some of y'all looking down, moving your thumbs. Freeze on the thumbs for 1 second. I paid $200 for this next effect. Thumbs can wait. Thumbs can wait. All right, here we go. I did my coalition joke. Okay, now I'm ready. So when Obama came along, he had a meta brand, and we all got a chance to affiliate to it. Maybe you missed it. All right, so we all, so we had Obama with the meta brand, and then we all affiliated to it. Right? And that's why 2008 felt so great. You know why? Because you didn't have to quit your labor union to be a part of this meta brand. You didn't have to leave your lesbian rights group to be a part. You got to keep everything you ever had. You got to keep your identity, everything you're passionate about. But you can still put on that baseball cap and be a part of something bigger. That's a meta brand. And we thought, well, you can only do that if you got a presidential candidate. But our friends in the Tea Party said, au contraire. Look at them. They have their own groups. They have their own causes. But they came up with a meta brand too called the Tea Party. And they affiliated to that. No special effects. This is an upgrade, though, on what we did. This is not about a person. It's not about a single individual, no matter how awesome. It's about a principle of liberty in their mind. And their meta brand got 3,528 previously existing groups, all with different names, all with different causes, to affiliate to something called the Tea Party. I've studied the Tea Party. I want you to know something. There is no Tea Party. There is no Tea Party. You can't go to Washington, D.C. and go to the Tea Party headquarters building, buzz on the buzzer, go into the lobby, steal a mint, because that's what you do, chat up the receptionist, and ask to talk to the president of the Tea Party. Why not? There is no headquarters, there is no lobby, there is no receptionist, there is no mint, and there is no president of the Tea Party. This is an open source brand that 3,528 affiliates have agreed to use, but nobody owns. They operate off of an operating system called the Contract from America. The Contract from America was written by 100,000 people as a wiki. Check this. This is an upgrade. Where am I going? Where am I going?